Hey Facebook, hey YouTube. Just wanted to come here today and give you guys another market update. It's a lot has been going on this past June. The market is flying by right now. There's a lot of activity going on. There's a lot of buyers on the market, but there's not a lot of sellers that's on the market right now. But today I'm just going to give you guys an up-to-date market update and show you exactly what's going on, what's selling, what's not selling from different price points, so that you guys can get a better understanding. So that whenever you're looking to buy or sell your property, you're educated and informed on the market, so you know what to do, which will actually better help you in whatever situation you're in. So share my screen with you guys really quick. So now that we're looking at the market, June has been, crazy, man. We've seen less active listings come on the market for detached single family and attached single family. So, the inventory is getting even tighter. We had about a 32% decrease year over year, which is 565 fewer active listings month over month. Denver County had the smallest impact with active listings, down about 4.5% month over month. And this will give you each county and active listings that are available. And as you can see, man, the year over year changes, those are pretty bad when it comes to properties that are coming on the market to be sold. And then when we look at the detached single family, they had about a 40% decrease year over year. Douglas County had the most active listings with 850, which is actually down 9.9% month over month. So even though, they had the most active listings, they're also seeing them come off the market just as fast, and there's still not enough homes to be sold at the moment for attached and detached single family homes. And then when we're looking at the attached single family home markets, they're down about 14% year over year, and Adams County actually had a 22% decrease year over year, which is down about 38%. So attached and detached single family homes, those are coming on the market and they're going really fast. Now, one of the most important parts of the market update, in my opinion, when it comes to talking about the market, is going to be the months of supply of inventory. And as you see here, we got about a month and 0.29 left of supply. So that's actually a 32% year over year decrease, which is seasonally unusual. And that's actually, very, very high. So, I mean, when we look at who has the highest and the lowest, Adams County had the lowest months of supply with about 0.9, and Elbert County had the highest at 2.1, which is still a seller's market. What we say is a buyer's market, and a neutral market is 4 to 6 months of supply. Anything above that 6 mark is going to give you a buyer's market. So as you guys know, just looking at the counties for attached and detached, when we're looking at detached single families, they had about a 40% year over year decrease. So, we're down in that aspect too. In Adams County, Arapahoe County, they don't even have a month's of supply left. So, right now is a really good time for sellers. If you are selling a property, right now is the most you can get out of your property. You can get the most equity out of your property right now, but it has to be priced correctly, and you have to have a strategic agent that can show you how to price it correctly. And as you guys can see here, the numbers don't lie. There's nothing on the market for people to buy, and how much demand we are having right now, we need homes to come to the market. But the homes that are sitting for longer are the ones that are either overpriced or they're priced incorrectly. So that's usually one of the biggest factors to why homes don't sell. And if we look at the attached single families, they actually, they have a little bit more than a detached. As you guys know, detached single family homes in Colorado tend to go a little bit faster than the attached single family homes. Why? I don't know. But as you can see, they also had a decrease of about 1.7 months, down about 13% year over year. Jefferson County had the lowest months of supply at 0.9, and Elbert County had the highest at 3.0. And that's attached single family right there. And if you look to my left side right here, it'll give you all of the different counties and months of supply. And, when we're looking at months of supply as a buyer, the market is competitive right now, man. Finding those really low deals, that are below market value is really hard to find right now, but they are out there. But if you're looking for something in that 300 to 400 price range, you're gonna be in a bidding war every day. So here's the days on the MLS. This just gives you a good idea of how long homes are sitting on the market for until they're sold. So the average days on market right now is about 25 days on market. That's going to be the Denver County, the whole. But when we look over here to the left, the different counties, the fastest days on market is Arapahoe County right now at 21, which is outrageous, man. That is quick. Adams County is next. Then you got your Broomfield, Denver County, Douglas, and Elbert has 20, and Jefferson has 21 too. So those are really, really low days on the market. And that's about an 8.5% increase year over year. So it actually, when the days on market went up just a little bit. Elbert County had the fewest days on the MLS at 20.5, while Douglas had the most at 33.5. And this is also detached and attached. So I'm gonna also show you guys, the days on the market for the detached is actually 22, which that remained, but that is a 4.8 increase year over year. Arapahoe County had the fewest on the MLS at 18 days on the market. So, man, and Arapahoe County also has the highest, I think it's the 80017 has the highest cash transactions. So, you can definitely tell that that area is moving a little bit quicker than most. And now when we look at the days on the MLS for the attached single families, those are at about 29, which is a 11.5% increase month over month and year over year. So we're starting to see the days on market tick up just a tad bit. But as you guys know, when we get into those winter months, homes do sit on the market a little bit longer, especially with the election coming around. We have a little bit more, more things to worry about in that standpoint. Arapahoe County showed the only month over month decrease at 11.1%, while Douglas County showed a 56% increase. So this is something that you guys should definitely pay attention to as a buyer and a seller, because this is going to give you an idea of how fast homes are selling as a seller, where you should price your home as a seller, also how competitive it's going to be. And then as a buyer, the more days we see on market, the better of a deal you should be able to get. So, but with the demand here and this low supply, it's really, really hard to really kind of try to see if we're going to get back into that buyer's market again. And now when we go to active and sold price range, this is a good one because this just shows you what's active and what's being sold. So in the 3 million plus, there's 111 active, and in the month of June, only 4 of those sold. In the 2 million plus range, you got 165, but only 18 of those sold. But when we go down to the lower numbers, the 600s and below, as you guys can see, man, there's 1,000 on the market, but 779 sold. There's 800 on the market, but 826 sold. So, they're as fast as they're coming on the market, that's about as fast as they are also being taken off the market. And this chart just shows you where your home should be priced in a certain price range, and if what's being sold in that price range, and how many homes are actually being sold in that price range. So this is going to show you the detached single family. As you guys can see, the numbers are a little bit different there. As I said, detached seems to go faster, but the 400 to 499, as you guys see here, those are flying off the market. We can't put them back. We can't put them on the market fast enough. As you can see, we have 561 active listings, but 1,200 of those sold. 1,200 listings did sell. So, that's that's more than double the amount that are actually on the market. So that lets you know where if you're looking in that 400 to 499 price range, you're definitely in a competitive market. Anything below that, you're pretty much in a very competitive market. And then when we go to the attached single family, shows you the same pretty much trajectory about the prices and the active sold. And as you can see, anything pretty much below that 400 to 500 range, you're in a very competitive market. Now, this is another great slide because this is going to show you the months of supply versus and the demand, the days on the market by price range. This gives you a good idea of, as a seller, where you're pricing your home at and how fast it should sell in your certain price range. And as a buyer, it gives you an idea of where the market is and how you need to be active in the market and making sure that your offers are very strong depending on what price ranges you're in, because you're going to be competing with more than one person. So and as you guys can see here, for different price ranges, you can see the months of supply is just crazy low everywhere. Even up here, in the 1 million range, there's only 4 months of supply. The higher price points are for sure longer days on market. But if you look at the average days on MLS, 27 right there for the 3 million plus. So, you might be able to find some deals if you're trying to upgrade right now as a buyer or a seller, and you want to sell your property and upgrade to something bigger. Now is the opportunity to do that, because you have money is very cheap to borrow, but you can also get top dollar for your property. So that's a win-win situation for both ends. And as a buyer, you know, this will give you a better idea of what's happening with the months of supply. If any price ranges are having more months of supply, as an agent, I will let you know that and let you know, like, okay, this price range has more months of supply. Let's go see if maybe we can find a deal there, because they're sitting on the market a little bit longer. And that's where you're going to be able to find those deals, is the houses that are been on the market more than the average days on the market, which as a listing agent and a buyer's agent, that lets you know that there's some type of issue going on. Either it's priced incorrectly, or it needs too many updates, or it hasn't been, staged right. There could be a multitude of reasons why the property didn't sell or is still on the market. And then we're going to show you the detached single family homes by price range. And that gives you another good idea about what price ranges you are in and how much supply is left, and if it's going to be competitive, which it's going to be competitive. And that's the detached single family. And then we go down here to the attached single family. It's going to give you another idea of what the prices are on the average days on the market. As you can see, the attached single family homes is where I feel, there's more people out there that can get better deals, because those are sitting on the market longer and they're not selling as fast as the detached single family. So if you guys got a deal out there that you want to go try and get, and you see that it's been on the market for a long time, feel free to reach out to me, man. I'm a very great negotiator and I understand the market. So as long as the seller or whoever it is I'm negotiating with knows that, we're going to definitely get in a negotiating war. But that's what I love about this job. It makes me maximize my creativeness. And then now we're going to look at the sold analysis. And this is just going to be what sold, pretty much. Sold units increased month over month by about 71% increase. So that's a 4.7 year over year increase. So that just tells you right there that this same time last year, we have 4.7% more sales than the time that we didn't have this pandemic going on. So as a buyer and as a seller, man, you guys need to be active in this market right now, because there's an opportunity for both ends. And if you don't take advantage of this opportunity within these next few months, you might miss out on something that only comes around once in a lifetime. So maybe 2 or 3 times in a lifetime. Markets go up and down. So, but Denver County had the most sold units this month. They had about 1,400, which is an 85% year over year increase. That is historically like the most I've ever seen in my time in real estate. And even our CEO and our market analysis says he's never even seen this in his time working as an agent. And it's, this is starting to sort of look like 2013, 2014, 2016 type of activity. So that's the weird thing. That's how we're definitely in a different market. And then this just shows you the sold of detached, as you guys can see. Look at those sold units. That's outrageous, man. 4,000. That's a 73% month over month increase and up 5.1% year over year. Jefferson County had the most sold units this month, and that's a 75% increase year over year. So, man, these things are going quick, man. You guys, if you guys are active in the market, man, let's go get you a deal. Let's go find you something that you can sit in maybe for a few years, build you some equity up, and reap the rewards as most successful entrepreneurs and investors and businessmen and people who work, CEOs, lawyers, everybody invests in real estate. At the end of the day, everybody always needs somewhere to stay. And as you can see, these sold units, they are definitely telling a story. And if you look at the attached single family, and this is exactly what I mean, guys, look at that. There's only been 1,500 units sold compared to 4,000. Like that should let you know right now, if you are looking for a deal and you want to find something, attached single family homes is probably going to be your best bet. And even on the attached side, we saw an increase about 67% month over month and 3.5% year over year. Denver County saw a huge increase in sold units, 82% month over month. And that's just from a month ago. So if you look at, the years, we're about the same, I would say, around this time. But, month over month, that's a huge increase. That means that buyers are back in the market, active, ready to go. So if your house has been sitting on the market, it is priced incorrectly. So I'm just telling you that now, because there's no way that homes should be sitting on the market right now with as many buyers as we have. And then this is just going to give you an idea of the average sold price. per county, which, you know, Broomfield actually overtook Denver County with the average, most, I mean, the average sold price up to like, about, what is it, 622,000. So that's up 11% year over year. Home sold for $11,000 more than this time last year. So whoever bought their house last year, you guys gained $11,000 in equity if you was to sell your house this year. So that just gives you an idea. And if you look at the different counties and the different price points to what's been selling and what the average is over there, man, Denver has definitely seen some appreciation. Arapahoe County had a 22% increase year over year. Man, that's money for you guys out there, man. And so many people who are sitting on the sidelines waiting to get into the market, not understanding the dynamics of the market. You know, you guys definitely have to get into this market, man, because it's definitely going to be interesting. But yeah, sorry about that. The average sold price for attached single family homes, you know, see, and those prices are a little bit smaller. So if you are in a certain price point and you're looking for a certain house, maybe if you can't find a house in that price range, slide over to the attached single families. As you see, the price ranges for those are a lot cheaper. The average sold price for an attached single family home is about $368. That's a 0.5% increase year over year. Denver County still holds that title for the highest average sold price, about $445,000. So homes sold for an average of $1,000 more this time last year. So they didn't have that much of an increase compared to the detached, but they still had an increase. And then the sold units year to date, that just gives you an idea of how many units were sold in each county compared to this time last year, which is down about 9.7%. Broomfield County is off to the most, which is down 16.9% year over year. And that's going to be both sides. And then when we look at the detached, that gives you an idea. They're down about 9.6%, and Broomfield's down about 19% year over year, just a year to date right now. And then this one's going to be attached single family. This is also a very interesting slide because it shows you what was the sold to list price. So what did they list it for and what did it sell for? You know, most of the homes sold to the list price averaged about 99%. That's an increase about month over month. The 300 to 499K price range are the only ones that sold over at the asking price. So that would just let you know that most homes are being put on the market right now above market value. And then as you see the decreases, they're starting to see price decreases because they have to get down to what the market actually is wanting for that property. So, you know, you're definitely going to see some interesting things within these next few months. But it's just, that gives you an idea of where your offers need to be when it comes to, you know, what price range you're looking at and what it's selling for. And then the attached single family, as you guys can see there, all of those almost sold, you know, pretty much to list price. And then, yeah, that was pretty much it, man. So that's going to be my market wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed this, man. June was definitely a crazy month. My July market update is going to be coming out here soon. I just had to remake this video because I'm trying to use a green screen now, and that's the hardest thing ever, but I will get it. So I just wanted to make sure I keep you guys up to date. My July market date will be coming out here soon, as you guys know, month to month and week to week. I'm trying to stay on top of it. I hope you guys enjoy this. Drop a comment below, like this video, share this video. Let me know what else you guys want to see in this Denver metro area. If you guys need more market stats on a particular county, or you know, you just want to know what's selling or what's the best areas to invest in, or you just have particular questions, drop them below, man. Let's interact a little bit. But I just want to say thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to interact with you guys and show you guys the market knowledge. So this is Josh Brown with iHomes Colorado. You guys have a good rest of your day.